Historically, wine is the best investment. Are you curious about wine as an investment class? This video is tailor-made to give you insights about how to build a wine portfolio, stored without duties and VAT. My name is Rune, Commercial Director at RareWine Invest, responsible for our offices in Denmark, Sweden, the Netherlands and Italy. Today we will take a deep dive into how to build a wine portfolio. In front of me we have a unique portfolio from RareWine Invest from one of our investors. It's a combination of Burgundy, Champagne and an Italian position. A typical wine portfolio have a distribution of 40% Burgundy, 30% Champagne, 15% Italian wines, and the rest of the percentages could be either from American wines or whiskey, in the category we call West of World. Let's go through this portfolio. If the late Henri Chevert was the king of Burgundy, one could say that Madame Lalou Leroy is truly the queen of Burgundy. An amazing winemaker and probably the best in the world. We're talking about the most expensive wine out of Burgundy. This one is her Beaumont 2011, a stunning wine. But when we talk about Domaine Leroy, vintages is secondary. It's the availability to source these wines in open market, and the quantities of having that makes it very suitable for investment. This one, Domaine Dujac, a classic Burgundy case. A strong brand, high demand and limited production. Domaine Dujac have reached cult status in many parts of the world, and that is the same for this Dujac Bonus Mar 2017. And an interesting story about Domaine Dujac is that it's very popular around American rappers, meaning that the consumption on a global market is very high. So this Domaine Dujac 2017 from Bonus Mar is very interesting for investment case as well. This one, 2017 Bonne Coton Charlemagne Blanc. One of the most historical wineries in Burgundy, with a history with over 200 years in the same family. However, in 2017, Stan Kroenke, the owner of Screaming Eagle, took over. Screaming Eagle is the most recognized and expensive wines in Napa Valley. Furthermore, he leased half of his vineyard in Coton Charlemagne to the famous Domaine Romanée Conti, producing side by side with the most powerful brand in the world of wine. Coton Charlemagne will rise in recognition, benefiting all wines from this beautiful piece of land. This Bonne Coton Charlemagne is a classic white Burgundy case. With the new branding powers, the high recognition and the production of these limited vineyards makes it very suitable for investment. Moving on to Champagne, first we have the exceptional Salon Cuvée S. Truly a one-of-a-kind champagne. This is the 2002, one of the best produced vintages. According to the wine critics around the world, there is never a poor vintage in Salon Champagne. It's only produced when the grapes are exceptional, meaning micro-production, high consumption, making it very suitable for investment. Moving on, we have Louis Roederer's Prestige Cuvée Cristal on Magnum 2009. Cristal was the preferred choice for the Russian Tsar back in the day. He was afraid of being assassinated, and therefore he demanded that the bottle needed to be crystal clear to avoid poison, and in the bottom that needed to be flat to avoid bombs being hit. To this day, Cristal has kept the crystal clear bottle and the flat bottom. Cristal is produced from the best Grand Cru vineyards that Louis Roederer owns, and today is produced in 7 different communes. Finally, this bottle is a Magnum that can mature even better in the cellar, making it ideal for investment. Next up, an Axler icon. Krug is widely recognized as one of the best champagne producers in the world, if not the best. Furthermore, this is their monopole single vineyard, Clos de Menil, a bucket list champagne for all champagne lovers. Only in the very best vintages, a Clos de Menil is released by Krug, and the production is around 12,000 bottles, which is very limited in a champagne perspective. Also in terms of branding, Krug is at another level. Krug is owned by Louis Vuitton with Hennessy Group that own more champagne producers. Still, Krug is the diamond in their portfolio. So is this rare champagne. Finally, we have the last position in this portfolio. Soldea Casabasse, a Tuscan gem for winemakers. The history of this winery is a tale of its own and includes sabotage. An angry former employee opened all the tanks and let everything out, and therefore they didn't produce much for a couple of years. Soldea Casabasse controversially turned its back to the Brunello Montesino classification. However, they reached iconic status with one of the most sought-after wines from the area. The 2013 bottle is one of the last produced bottles from Gianfranco Soldera, as he tragically died in a car accident in 2019. There is so many stories to be told about this winery that we cannot cover here, but find more information on RareWineInvest.com. In conclusion, we have shown you a unique wine portfolio that should be stored for around 10 years. If you are more interested in a wine portfolio, please go and visit at RareWineInvest.com.